Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to our Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time, we explored the wild area and all that fun stuff, exploring it some more, encountering new Pokemon, including a new team member, and this time, well, we got some fun stuff coming up ahead. We're going to go to Motostoke before we do some things. There's some inventory stuff I do want to do first. The very first thing is a little bit of a fun detail when you're doing max raids. Let's just say what happens when some jerk in a max raid that joined decided to use an area effect and try to throw. Well, there is a thing you can do, and that is actually desk blocking them. Sadly, you cannot report them because if this were a reporting game, oh boy, my report list would be super long. Thanks to MatchJams.com. Alright then, so on this report screen, you just press plus and you can go ahead and block whoever you want. So, Darth Colby, get on the block list and get out of here, you jerk face. Yeah, throwing is very common. Also, another thing to note though is that we actually had an evolution also off screen because I was catching a lot of Pokemon. And that would be Metapod. Finally given Metapod an evolution. Alright then, so with that all done, what did I do yesterday, or I guess the past few days since I last recorded? Well, for one, I caught a Ralt, Butterfree evolved, and I may or may not have gotten nuts catching Pokemon through max raids. So yeah, so I caught a lot of Pokemon off screen. I was just filling up the decks quite a bit. I think we're up to about 40 or 50 or so, roughly around there. So some fun Pokemon also caught, like Ditto we normally can't get until like very late in the game, Gothita which is post-game, and Trapinch, which is actually really fun because Trapinch being, that's actually a really good nature for Trapinch. Otherwise, abilities and all that fun stuff. And as for items, there were some fun items we also got. Such as, for example, 27 Experience Candy S, some Armorite and Dynamite Ore, and a lot of excess, like 113. I did a little test off screen. We have enough experience to get Drubbin up to level 32. That is overkill. I'm actually saving this up for a specific reason. So a couple things that you get from max raid are Dynamax candies, which increase the amount of HP you get from Dynamaxing. Really, just go ahead and use it up. There's no point. You can't sell them. It's just gonna be sitting there. Like on my main file, I have capped Dynamax candy because I don't really do too much competitive training, and it's just too much, and it's not really worth it. Next up for Armorite and Dynamite Ore. These are some stuff that you get for the DLC that's used for a currency on the specific islands. For the base game, they're useless, but if you're able to access those areas, they are very useful, especially Dynamite Ore if you get up to 200. 200 of these lets you get a super broken item, but then again, Dynamite Ore is super broken as to begin with. That item will pretty much let you do some stuff later on. And as for TRs, we got some TRs such as Dazzling Gleam for Worlds, Leech Life, and a lot of other fun stuff. As for these, I don't really plan on teaching any of these to anyone. Maybe try attack to Klimbora, but for the most part, I mean, Hyper Voice is really good, but yeah. So, one last thing I want to do before we head on to Motostoke at long last. Yeah, 3 episodes of fapping around. I think it's time we progress the story a bit. And the reason why is because there's one important item that I forgot to get in North Maloc. Yeah, there's one item that I had in my notes saying, get this item, but I kind of spaced it off because I was more concerned going over that way and getting some other broken items. Don't worry, this is just a quick detour. I have some Pokédolls. Funny, because I've been going out into Watchtower Ruins for a few items, but I haven't really need to use a escape rope yet. I guess a get out of jail free card. So the reason why we're going over this way is because there's one last stone I forgot to get, and that's a Thunderstone. If I want to get Vikavolt, I probably should get that. What are you? Revival Herb. Ooh. Yeah, Max Revive except he lowers Friendship, but Friendship's super easy to get anyways. So over here, Lucario! Hi! Don't kill me. Yeah, Lucario is pretty aggro to begin with. So you just gotta make it through this grass, and get this. Thunderstone. Super good item. Lets you get Pokemon evolved with Thunderstone, such as Vikavolt, Raichu, and a few other Pokemon. Yeah, there might be some Pokemon I forgot for raids, such as I found out that Budew can be found in the first area, on Cloudy Days and all that fun stuff, but really I try to get them all when I can. When there's like 100 Pokemon available at this time, I try my best. And even more if you want to do max raids. I think like 80% of the Pokemon are available right now. I can think of a few that aren't available right now because they aren't really found in the wild area or max raids. But meh. With this all done, let us finally get out of the open world. Get away from these trees that people think is very low texture, even though this game was focused in a lot of areas and there's our first time going through 3D environments. They did their best. This game has a lot of rush issues, and really, it's just this area that has the issues. The wild area, yeah, the trees look kind of rubbish, but everywhere else looks fine. People just pick apart the wild area. I mean, yeah, it's not their foray. I mean, really, if they want to go open world, just hire Monolith Soft. They carry everything. So, we have these long stairs ahead of us. Let us finally depart the wild area. Alright, so we're finally here in Motostoke. You can no longer adjust your camera, which does kind of suck. Hi, over here. Hey there, Sonia. Taking controls away with me. Realized for you to make it through the wild area. As soon as like your trek ran your Pokemon ragged though, you should pop into the Pokemon Center. Besides, there's something in there I bet you'll get a kick out of, if you're a real trainer and all. Okay, give me tutorials. Oh, looks like the road to me is free. Road to me are kind of Rotom information services. It's a handy machine for trainers. You can even use one to customize your lead card. Why don't you try playing around with your lead card a bit, Orph? Here's a sample for you. And we get Leon's lead card. With this, we unlock the final part of our menu. Show off your achievements by making a lead card. You can customize your card using Card Maker, found in Pokemon Centers, all that fun stuff. Trainers have their own lead cards. You can swap with other trainers around the world. You can connect using wireless features, all that fun stuff. The Motostoke sure is big, right? Not to worry, Sonia is here to show you around a bit. Come find me after you heal up your Pokemon. The opening ceremony, huh? I get a bit worked up when I think how exciting and moving it was actually a stand on the stadium pitches for the first time. Alright then, so with this all done, we are now free to, well, go about the Pokemon Center a bit. First thing, let us remember a move. Let's see how broken we can be at this point of the game. Sure, let's get Clambora. What we should remember? Icicle Crash, 80 power, 95 accuracy, Spikes, Whirlpool, Supersonic, Aurora Beam, Protect, Razor Shell. I'm actually going to teach at Razor Shell. Because Water Guns, I'm not going to be using him for a special attack. I'm using more for physical. Alright, what else can we do for fun stuff? I like Ice Shard for priority. What else can it learn? Shell Smash! Okay. But this, I actually want to run. Shell Smash is a fun move. The user breaks a shell, lowers defense and special defense, but sharply raises attack, special attack, and speed. Essentially, Clambora is going to be a setup and sweep type of Pokemon. That is my preferred playstyle. And plus, we got Skill Link too to make things even more interesting. Out of curiosity, can Rosalina learn any other moves? Stun Spore, Poison Sting, not really. Plus, I can teach him Dazzling Gleam too. As for over here, you got a Bunnelby. Would you like to trade it for my Squavette? I actually caught a Bunnelby off screen. So right here, that's actually pretty good, but here we get ourselves our first trade with the NPC. Alright, we get Cheekers. cheeky little Squavette. I'll take care of your Bunnelby, so take care of Squavette too. So what's so special about Cheekers? I don't really know. I don't really do this trade too often. Alright, has an Oranberry, a special attack down defense. It's not good. I guess it's a trade if you want it. Different shopkeepers sell different things, so we'll get to that momentarily. I think there's nothing else before here. So next up, we're going to head over here, and we can use the card maker. With this, you are free to make a new league card. So here you're able to adjust the background however you see fit, and there's many different backgrounds. More will unlock as you progress the game. So, sure, Eevee. As for effect, JoJo pose, some gleam. Nothing really good is there. You can adjust your frame. Eevee! Yeah, so you unlock Eevee and Pikachu backgrounds if you have Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. So since I have Let's Go Eevee, we can go ahead and get that. To the next step, so here we are able to adjust our trainer as we see fit. And we can adjust our facial expression too. Looks so weird. What do I want? That's kind of how I feel anymore. And we can also change our pose too, like we can make ourselves do some different poses, make yourself go JoJo, look impressive, humbled, stylish. Let's go JoJo, okay? Like I don't really know what's going on anymore. So yeah, so you can also adjust your positioning too, depending how you see fit. So, change modes, we can adjust X and Y, and we can also rotate our characters too. Alright, we can also change our coding too. More coatings will be unlocked the more you progress the game. Alright, now it's even waterproof. And now for the last thing in this Pokemon Center. This guy, before we head out, we can go ahead and sell some items like a lot of the TRs you get for moves you don't really use too often. Like, I'm not going to use Sleep Talk, I'm just going to sell 2 of them. So we can get a lot of money from this. This is how I'm able to cap out my money. And also some items we can sell, like for example, excess candy. Not too much. What else do I want to sell? Experience candy. We can sell those for 3,000. Not really too good. And we can sell the stuff that we find here in the wild area, since they do sell for a good chunk. And they don't have any purposes. There's no special vendors. Well, there is one special vendor that sells them for more, but it's not as potent as it was in X and Y. Pretty Feather, not going to use it. Pearl, sell some pearls. Sell some ball mushrooms. Big Pearl. And Nugget. Now you want to keep these fossils. If any fossils you get, you want to keep. They are very important. Next up, for this guy, he sells X attacks, X defense, X special attack, and X special defense. X items are broken in this game. Why am I doing some shopping? Because they raise your stats by 2 instead of 1. There we go. I'm just going to buy me some stuff because I like destroying this game, okay? X items are the key of speedrunning. Next up, I'm going to buy 11 Pokeballs, because whenever you buy 10 Pokeballs, you get yourself 1 free Premier Ball. Which is very nice, and it also stacks 2 depending on number of it too, so you don't have to buy 10 at a time, you can just buy like 20 and get 2 Premier Balls on the house. It's a nice change that they did in recent Pokemon games, because if you want Premier Balls, it's just 1 extra one, but to be honest, Premier Balls are kind of useless because they're just fancy Pokeballs. We're done here. Alright then, well I could go that way for Sonia. I'm gonna go off and explore this way. Head across this bridge. Motostoke is something else. Weather City has lived take you between the upper and lower districts. And we get turned around. Stupidest roadblock ever. Yeah, like the roadblocks, they don't even try in this game. Here we get ourselves a nugget. A nugget. I do that weird thing I did in Leaf Green. So, brilliant young trainer who's braved the wild area, do you remember what your goal in Motostoke is? Try to explore with broken bridges everywhere? What, you seriously forgot about the Gym Challenge opening ceremony? Come on, it's been 3 episodes! That's like a week in YouTube time because I only do it for every so often. By the way, the opening ceremony is being held at Motostoke Stadium, okay? Use the lift over there to get to the stadium, okay? Well, later, I'm gonna swing by the shops while I'm here. But don't forget to register at the stadium, okay? Well, we could go to the stadium, but there's a lot of distractions here. So many distractions that probably not going to be able to do the stadium until next episode. So coming on over this way, we get ourselves a trash bin here. You gotta throw Pokeballs. Throw them over and over until your pitching technique's sorted. So yeah, he's trying to throw it there, but one recoiled and hit the basket. Huzzah! They can throw his Pokeball so amazing. Yes, they do. Do amazingly. So heading on across the street here, we get ourselves a berry vendor here. We use the Pokemon move growth to raise our flowers so they get rather large. Yeah. Next up, we have ourselves a salon here. So if you want to change yourself up, you can go ahead and head in here. Welcome, lovely to see you. What would you like to do today? We can do hair and we can also do makeup. We're going to do these one at a time. So here with makeup, you're able to adjust how you want to move your character. So for example, you can give yourself like thick eyebrows or thin eyebrows. And you can also change your eyebrow colors too. Like if you want green, blue, red, all that fun stuff. You can change them however you see fit. I'm going to go with dark brown. And then you can also change your eye colors however you see fit. So if you want to go hazel, you can. Ultramarine, they get kind of wacky too. Star-studded, lovely heart, burning passion. Yeah, it gets kind of voidish. And also Technicolor. So yeah, so you can change them however you see fit. I'm going to go, that purple looks so weird. It's like, I can see into your soul. Let's go gray. So yeah, so if you are playing as the female, you are able to do a lot more with the makeup too. Boys, they don't really have too much available for makeup, but for girls, you do have a lot more options you can do, which is probably the only difference between playing as the boy and the girl. Just because the girl has more makeup options. So, let's go ahead and head on out. Well done, thanks for your patience. You look fresher than I meant. And you can also reprint your lead card too to adjust to these changes. Next up for hair, since you gotta do these separately. Alright, so you can change your look however you see fit. There's a lot of differences you can do, like you can do medium and wavy, Caesar cut, side part, undercut, bowl cut, and long hair, which is pretty much how I look anymore. There are some more options available, but they won't be opened up until later on in the game. So you can also change your hair color too, depending on how you see fit. Like you can do platinum blonde, which actually looks kind of cool. You can do white, green, blue, red, pink. Pretty much all the options you have. Once again, the girl has a lot more options for hair compared to the boy, but still, pretty good amount. You know what, let's do this. I kind of like the long hair look. Alright, I'll wear the hat. And reprint the lead card too, which adjusts to the change, which is a pretty nice thing. Gotta look fashionable in the world of Galar. Yeah, it's really impressive the stuff that they adjust in newer Pokemon games. Next up, we have our next boutique. So here you can change your looks depending on how you see fit. You can get different polos, different overshirts and undershirts, all that stuff. As for jackets, we have these hoodies here. And then some varsity looks too. As for bottoms, none of these look really good. I don't like trousers at all. I kind of prefer the long pants. You can change your socks. Shoes, they have some different things, but not really too much. And then backpacks, you can also change up your backpacks however you see fit. As for cap, I don't really like it. I'll probably just take my cap off. And then glasses too. They're playing more on the sunglasses side, or just eyeglasses. I'll do half rim. There's no bottom rim, which is kind of sad, but you gotta play what you got. And then gloves too if you want it. Alright. And I guess I can go ahead and take my cap off too. I don't like hats, okay? There we are. Looking even more dapper than when we first arrived in Motostoke. And now, for the next part. I think I'm ready for this. We can head on into the cafe here, and there's some interesting things here. Who do enjoy the flavor quite a bit. Way better than the one who enjoys Sol Rock. Sunshine during Gym Challenge. I don't think any NPCs have anything good. Today's caught me some special Pokemon helping out did a good job. So yes, we can talk to the owner here. Welcome to the Battle Cafe. You can battle once a day. If you win, we'll give you a treat on the house. Do you want to battle? Okie dokie, let's have a break. So here we have ourselves a battle against Cafe Master Dwight. He will change depending on where you are. He's starting up with a combi. Alright. Yeah, so Cafe Masters, they get rough. Thankfully this first fight is relatively easy. I mean, it's a combi, it's not too dangerous to begin with. Like an Ember is enough to almost take it out. Oh crap. And I put an Orange Berry on Flahair too. No! Why Orange Berry when I have Citrus Berries? So yeah, Bug Bite exists. At least it's not like Bug Bite in the Mystery Dungeon games, especially 3DS ones, where they'll steal your Reviver Seeds that you work so hard to get. Yeah. I'm still really bitter about the newer Mystery Dungeon games eating all those berries. Especially Gates. Every Pokemon has a way to destroy your Reviver Seeds. Hope that battle was a delicate sweet taste for you. Alright, that was battle as refreshing as a glass of Moo Moo Milk. Here, a treat I promised. And we get a Rage Candy Bar, so the items you get here change day to day. Mahogany Sound's famous candy. It can be used once to heal all status ailments of a Pokemon. So his inventory changes once a day, so battle him as often as you can, but he will level up depending on where you are in the game, so be cautious on that. Oh, you're a Pokemon trainer. Here, let me give you something nice. Try using it on your Pokemon. And we get TR13 Focus Energy. So I never really went too much into TRs besides we can collect them. TRs are vintage. You can use them to have your Pokemon learn rare moves. They break after one use too, which is also extra old school, such as pretty much every Pokemon game in Gen 4 earlier, because TRs were not infinite use. It's a nice little callback, I guess. Also, right over here, we get ourselves a nice hit in Super Potion. Heals 60 HP, it used to be 50, but they buffed that quite a bit. That was it. I came all the way from Alola to watch the Gym Challenge in person. Onix is big, but it gets even bigger by Dynamaxing. Imagine Dynamax Wailord. Oh boy. Next up, coming over this way, we have ourselves a music shop. Here, let me give you these high-tech earbuds. Oh, no need to thank me, it's just a whim. And here we get a set of high-tech earbuds. Very useful, especially if you want to do some live streaming, for example, or you want to insert your own background music while shiny hatching Pokemon. May or may not have been me a long while ago. You know what's so high-tech about the high-tech earbuds? When you put them in your ears, it actually lets you control the sound of your surroundings. You can even make it specific sounds, like Pokemon cries, or background music. So heading on into options. So yeah, so some more options are now available, such as you can adjust the background music to have nothing play, but keep the Pokemon cries and all that stuff. It is a good balance. And lastly, we can now, since we have all 12 slots, we can adjust our inventory as we see fit. Move that there. Move that there. I think that's how I want it set. Okay then, so yeah, so you can adjust your Pokemon as you see fit. Right over here we get ourselves a bookshop. There's so many bookshops. The ad says the magazines, their special feature on all the gym leaders is the most popular. Sadly though, we can't really go in. We'd love to see some lore, but eh. Next up over here, some more books over there. And an NPC here. Mr. Rose has real love for the Galar region. It's not enough to keep a supply with energy. He even supports the gym challenge. Alright then. I'm always frightened by the airplanes, but not the giant chunk metals are pretty scary though. So, we can just... I'd sure never make a stadium without you to show me the way, partner. Even with a huge old thing like this banging in the middle of the city, I still get lost. Leon, it's a straight line. You have to try to get lost in new Pokemon games. Alright. One look tells me you've become a trainer worthy of that endorsement I gave you. And yes, I reckon you might even be ready to use this. Here, try using... giving this to your partner to hold. And we get ourselves a charcoal. This will vary depending on which starter you have. If you start with Sobble, you'd get the Mystic Water, and if you had Grookey, you'll get the grass, Mystic Seed, Seed thing. There we go. The seed that boosts grass type moves. Here the charcoal increases fire type moves. You can take that lift up to the city's upper level if you're headed to the stadium next. Alright then, so we go ahead and take this up. And the stadium awaits. But you know what? Screw rules, I'm gonna go out this way. Let's go to a late game area. Yeah, Corviknight's being a little testy here, preventing us from going on further. What's your excuse today? Corviknight is a Pokemon that flies all around carrying Pokemon where they want to go, but even they get tuckered out. So yeah, Corviknight's tired and not letting us progress. Alright, so what's the excuse of not being able to go out this way? I do wonder. At last, the gym challenge opening ceremony. My heart is pounding with all the excitement. There's just 3 people there. You can just walk on the sidewalk or something. Oh well, let's go the only way that we can. You made it too. Motostoke Stadium. This is where the opening ceremony will be held. Everyone will be watching the opening ceremony for the gym challenge. My mom, your mom, the whole world. It's getting me a bit nervous, really. Nah, this isn't nerves. I'm only trembling because I'm so excited. Come on, Orph. It's time the world learned our names. But there's Turtle Rothbart. You know, super scary things. Anyways, over here at the fountain, I'm just whistling there. I think it's later that opens up. Right here, here's those 3 burn heals. Heals burns. Better have them burn heals, I guess. Just see if there's anything else here. I don't think there's anything else along the sides. I think we're free to just go on in. As for the other side, hidden item here. Repel. Okay, useless. Good to know. So let's go head on in. Would you look at this? This place is packed with gym challengers. Every one of these folks is another rival. Let's get signed up. Seriously, what a piece of work. If you're here to register for the gym challenge, I'll need to see your endorsement, please. Here you go. Fancy that. This is the first time we've had a challenger endorsed by the champion. Well, now you've got 2, because I am as well. What? 2 of you at once? I wonder what's come over Leon this year. The 2 of you must be something special. I'm Hop. And I'm Leon's little brother, in fact, and the next champion. Get me all signed up, would you? Well, yes, I'm trying to, if you just give me a moment. There, you 2 have been successfully registered as gym challengers. You can now choose your preferred number for your uniform, if you would be so kind. It would be displayed on the back of your uniform you must wear for any official match. So this is your number. You cannot change it. You can go anywhere between 0 and 999. For example, you can pick 69, you can pick 420, you can pick 1, you can pick 852, whatever you feel like. As for me, 494. Which Pokemon is that? It's kind of obvious. In here, please wear this challenger band at all times to identify yourself as a gym challenger. The opening ceremony for the gym challenge is to be held here tomorrow. All trainers taking part have been booked in a room at the nearby Budu Drop-In. That's the gym chairman for you. He even booked us all hotel rooms. I'll have to check out the fancy digs. Alright, so now we have our destination, so we can go around talking to some NPCs. You're looking a bit gobsmacked by all this. You must be from some small country town. Is that it? I'm quite the same myself. Alright then, so we get some trainers here. And some trainers that are younger and older. So everyone here is a fellow gym challenger. I wonder how long they will all last. And who are you? I don't remember seeing you. There are heaps of us standing out like this, but only a small number will make it to the end. Yeah, so, much like college, you have a bunch of people going in and hardly anyone comes out. I was endorsed by the chairman himself. In other words, among all those elite enough to get an endorsement, I'm the most elite of all. So why don't you clear off and try not to talk to me again, would you? I'm positively criminal of you, wasting the time of someone as important as I am. Well, gee, what a jerk face. I'm dead nervous, but this is only the opening ceremony. What's the matter with me? All my Pokemon seem to be aching to battle, so why can't I seem to feel the same way? I don't know. So, with that all done, we are now free to head on to Badu Inn. You must see Challenger Orph. The Badu Inn is down this way if you'd be so kind as to follow me. How about no thanks? Because I think it's time we wrap up the episode. We did quite a bit this episode. We went to Motostoke, we went along a straight line, and did a lot of diversions. There are a lot of things here. So, next time in Pokemon Sword and Shield, we'll, well, head to the opening ceremony. I will see you all then.